What is up, you guys? Welcome back. You might be wondering, wow, what is this car doing in the driveway of your parents' house, Jose? That's a good question. As you can see here, we got a 10 gen, but I need to 10. We got a 10 gen SI right there, 2020 Civic SI. And you might be wondering, whose is it? It's not mine. I'm telling you, it's not mine. My car's right there, 8th gen all the way now. But it is actually my brother's, Emmanuel. He's been working really hard, pulled the trigger, and he got himself a 2020 Civic Si. We got it from the dealership we've been getting all our Hondas from. We got a good deal, so we went ahead and pulled the trigger. He's had it for a while now, but today it's his first mod for the Civic Si. And of course, he wanted to shorten the shifting by 30%, which is why we got the Boomba Racing Transmission adapter plate. As you all know, I had this on my SI that I had. And as well, he got the short throw shifter lever from Boomba as well. But today, obviously, I already have a video on this. If you guys are interested in it, I do have a video on this. I'll link it in my bio, or I'll put a little note card on top if you guys want to check that out. But I do not have a video on this transmission plate, so we're gonna go ahead and install this. Pretty simple install. Last time I did it was pretty simple, so we're gonna go ahead and show you step by step what to do. So first things first is obviously we're gonna have to take out this whole battery and then probably loosen up this elbow piece on the intercooler, take it off and take off the whole battery along with the tray, so we have access to the shifter cables that are down there, and it should be good. All right, so before we actually do the install, my brother's gonna be, so you can feel his stock shifter, right? Go through the gears so you know. All right, there it is. All right, so then when we're done, we're gonna do a comparison of that to the new one. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so first things first, we're going to take off the battery and the battery tray to have it all taken out, so we have easy access to the elbow piece on the intercooler and the shift cables. And there you go, guys. You saw there, my brother Emmanuel took off the whole battery and the tray itself. So next, as we have extra room right here, I'll show you in a bit, we're gonna go ahead and loosen up this elbow right here on this intercooler, and we should be good. All right, now moving on to this side of the car. As you can see, we got all that space now. As you can see here, here's the shifter cables down here. There's one, the second one. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this elbow piece so we have more wiggle room, so when we pop it out and install the transmission adapter from Boomba. But it's gonna be the second one right here, so we're gonna go ahead and remove this elbow piece and hopefully we get more room. We finally got the elbow piece, as you can see here. The front was kind of easy, you know, I saw a little screwdriver just pry it out. The back was kind of hard due to all the cables and the tire space in there. Obviously, when I did mine, it was probably easier because I had a colder intake, aftermarket intercooling, so it was easier. But I used the pry bar right there, pulled it on the tip and just pried down on the sides, and just pulled it and it came right off. So next, we're gonna go ahead and get with the actual install. As you guys can probably see down there, let me zoom in real quick for you guys. There it is. There's the first one, the second one. The one we need to do is the second one right there. As you guys see, it's holding down by a clip right here. For that, you just have to pry it up with the screwdriver, and that's pretty much. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And my brother took off the cotter pin, which is pretty simple, as you can see here. Just pull on this tab and it just slides out. But you are gonna need this cotter pin, so save it once you reinstall everything. And just like that, that's one thing you take off. So you can do this. So after you take everything off, the cover pin, your whole linkage, she'll just pop right out, and that's what we need. So we're gonna go ahead and get the adapter plate and prepare everything. So here is the first piece of adapter. As you can see, it's already bolted in, but you do have to loosen it. As you can see, it's pretty loose with the 4mm Allen key. So just loosen those two little bolts, and then this is gonna go where we took off that little clip. We're gonna put it down there. So let's go do that. And you're gonna see why we loosened it in a bit. And there you go. As you can see, it sits in, but obviously we need to tighten it. So we're gonna go ahead and tighten this. So once you get that nice and secure, you can see that no wiggle room, we tightened it. So that's the first part. 2 is adapter plate. So right here is the second part. As you can see, this is gonna mount out, shifter cable goes 2 bolts, this right here. So what are you gonna do? Put that in. So you can see here, that's how you put it in. It won't move. That's how you know you got it right. As you saw my little fanatic going up and down. So now that it's on there, we're gonna go ahead and the bottom, and while it's in the bottom, we're gonna try to screw it in. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys, as you guys can see right there in front of you, we got both of them on. Right here is the adapter that puts it up, and here's the adapter plate, all tying, all nice and tying, as you can see here. So next step is pretty much the final step. Is put your shifter cable. Cable in just like that. Here, don't forget your cover pin, so you don't want that shifter to be falling out. So just put it back in the hole. All right, you guys, so you see there, we got everything put back on the shifter bushings. See the adapter number 1, adapter number 2 right there. So as a reference, don't forget your cover pin. You need that. You don't want your shifter cable jumping out, at random, you never know. And obviously the other clip we took off earlier, put it back on. It's simple as taking it off. Just put it back on, get a hammer. That's what I did. Tap, tap, tap on top, and went back in. But there it is. Pretty straightforward. Just obviously, you never know what's gonna happen when you get your shipment. Just, remember the simple things you are gonna need. But there you go, it's finally installed. So now let's go, my brother, so you can see the difference between this and the stock. This is supposed to reduce 30% of the shift throws. So let's go to it. All right, Manuel, with the new Boomba Racing Transmission adapter, go ahead and pull that throw. Ooh.
Holy shoot, it's really close now.
And that's just by 30%. Now once we in short throw lever, in total should be about 50% throw percent cut off, pretty much 50% off shorter. So obviously it got a little dark out today. So for today, we're just gonna install this transmission plate, as I said. But if you are interested in the lever as well, I already do have a video for it. So obviously that is transmission plate mount on, so it's really good. So now the next thing is just put the car back together, and that's it, pretty much. So let's get to that. All right, guys, you can see here we got Emmanuel putting back his battery. So the car is already put back together. So it's gonna be the first modification for the 2020 Civic Si. Obviously we got the second one over here. Obviously I already have a video on this. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description below and a note card so you guys can check it out. With these two combined, 50% reduced of your shift throws. So that's gonna do it for today, guys. Once again, welcome the new build 2020 Civic Si. My brother put the trigger on. It's a nice car. I miss my Si. Alright, guys, catch you in the next one. Peace.